Nice way to go. Keep it going. Good job, guys. All right, Paul. I see you. All right, Trevor. Finish on. Good call.
Great job, guys.
Hey there, it's Coach Phil here, and welcome to episode 276 of the Today's Leader podcast, where today I'll be dissecting the final skill in our series of the 5 leadership skills that you should be developing in 2021. Now, just as a bit of a rehash, I'll go through the ones that we have done previous, the first skill being listening, and having a real process in place to listen, to understand, as opposed to listening to reply. The second skill set we talked about was one of empathy, really being able to put ourselves into other people's shoes and to be able to be really aware of what is it like to be led by you. And that's a real skill set that I believe leaders really need to focus on as we move through and come out of this global pandemic. Skill number 3 was the skill of intention, to be able to act in good faith and to be able to act with good intention. And I always use the word act when it comes with intention. So when we act with intention, it actually means that we're doing what we should be doing. It's one thing to say, I intended to do something. It's another thing completely different to actually do it. So acting with intention is the third leadership skill. Last week I discussed the concept of coaching as for a leader. So the skill of coaching, to be able to ask curious questions, to be able to challenge our people through questioning as opposed to directing. And when we become coaches, when we're a leader and we're leading a team, it actually puts everyone on the succession plan and actually creates the opportunity, the environment for people to be able to move forward and grow and be better at what it is that they do. So today we come to skill number 5, and it's been an amazing jam-packed start of the year, hasn't it? I've never been so busy when it comes to networking events, business workshops, etc., etc. It seems that we've just jammed February in. Everyone was still a little bit slow out of the blocks come the new year, but I think February has certainly left that behind. And skill number 5 is one that is going to be interesting for some of you. You're going to ask yourself, how is that a skill? But I think that after the year that we've had in 2020, I think it's interesting to see how we can best develop ourselves personally, professionally, and in business. And sometimes it means that we've got to look at things with a slightly different slant. Today I'm going to talk about respect. Now, Aretha Franklin sang about it, and many people will bemoan the fact they don't have it. But as a leader, it has to be part of your toolkit. And I know what you may be thinking, respect isn't a skill. Respect is not a skill. So how can respect be seen as a skill? Now, I'm here to say, and I believe it deeply, that respect is a behavior. And showing respect and exhibiting respect is a learned behavior and a skill that we have. Exhibiting poor respect or little respect or looking down on people is also a behavior. And often that's a more emotional response behavior, where people will show little respect, believe people are beneath them. Whereas a learned behavior is treating people with respect. And it really is vital for your success. Now, when we share genuine respect with someone, be they a customer, a client, a manager, a competitor, a CEO, a staff member, the cleaner, we build connection. We build connection with those people. And with that connection, we get greater alignment. And when we get greater alignment, ultimately, we get greater performance and we get greater buy-in. So showing respect for others opens the door for connection. When we connect, we get commitment. When we get commitment, we get better outcomes. It's a cycle. So the respect we show is a behaviour and a skill, and it really does separate the great leaders from the mediocre leaders. So during my 30-year career, I've had many CEOs, I've had many different managing directors, and many of them have visited the teams that I've led in the stores that I've had. Now, the worst one that I ever had visited my store one day and barely said a word, as if everyone in my team was beneath him. There was no respect. In fact, there was the perception of contempt. And to this day, I still struggle as to understand how that leader ever got in the position that he did. You know, it was, and in fairness, it was a once-off with that particular leader. He wasn't the most verbose leader, I can tell you that. But the visit that I'm talking about just stands out in my mind. There was just not a word said. And I really struggled with how he got to be in the position that he was. And many leaders and managers struggled with aligning themselves to the business because of that behaviour. And as a result, while the results were often good, I just always wonder how much better could they have been. I think the results were compromised, and I know firmly the results were compromised. When you've got a leader that shows very little respect for the people that he's visiting, the team that he's visiting, seriously, the results are going to be compromised. So if you're that style of a leader, I'd really encourage you to be looking at how you can do that better. But on the other hand, one of my favourite CEOs would visit, and he would make me feel, when he was talking with me or listening with me, that I was the only person that mattered in the world. And he shared that same approach with my team. He made each and every one of us feel completely valued. He made us feel important, and he made us feel listened to. My team and I would have done almost anything for him. We would have walked on hot coals because he showed respect. He lived the mantra. So showing respect is and always will be a choice and a skill. You can develop it, and as we rebuild our businesses, as we rebuild our teams, as we rebuild our people, giving respect is vital for the success that we desire. Vital for the success that we desire. So in summary, please consider giving respect is a behaviour and a skill that will allow you to better connect with your team members and help them commit to you, your business, and produce better outcomes. So as I said, this was skill number 5 in the top 5 skills that I believe you should be developing to be a success in 2021. Just to rehash for the final time, those 5 skills: listening, empathy, intention, coaching, and respect. And of course, you can go in and tune in to any of our previous episodes where we've talked about those to get the full gamut and to be able to help you become the leader that you deserve to be in 2021. So what else would you add to the list? And what skills are you looking to develop in 2021? Let us know in the comments. Let us know on the feedback. And we'd be more than happy to dissect some of those skills as part of the podcast. Now is certainly the time for you to be taking control of your leadership growth. We live in a disruptive world that we are attempting to navigate. Our aim is to help you become the leader you need to be today. If you're looking to build better leadership skills, check out the Today's Leader website at todaysleader.com.au. Our website showcases the podcast and our magazine, and we're pleased to say that our masterminds are now available. Supported by our network sites, Think and Grow Business and the Coach Curl Academy, Today's Leader is a collective mindset for the leaders and entrepreneurs of today, forging the path for success for tomorrow. The mindset to make a difference with the ability to create the impact. Think and Grow Business hosts our Today's Leader Masterminds. Think and Grow Business, where we focus on personal, professional and business growth. Book in your free 30-minute discovery call right from the homepage at thinkandgrowbusiness.com.au. The Coach Curl Academy has now over 78 programs that will help you build a better you. Join for just $1 for the first month. The Academy equips you and enhances your mindset, your leadership, and your business. And check it out once again at thecoachcurlacademy.com. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Be mindful of the fact that you are standing stronger, braver, and wiser. Don't forget the golden rule. Don't be an arsehole. I'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.